in the NBA, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. And the Warriors on a 3-game home losing streak snapped that with the 19-5 run to end this game against Memphis, 114 to 113, down 108 to 95 with 8:23 left. Somehow, some way they pull it out here. They feel good about themselves heading back home here at Chase Center. We welcome everybody to Toyota Warriors postgame live with the Hall of Famer Chris Mullin, NBA champion Festus Ezeli. I am Bonte Hill. Both teams committed 8 turnovers each in the fourth quarter.
Lord.
But the Warriors, going to old Uncle Al Horford and company, still won here at home.
Bonte, I can say I have never seen that before.
And I can say I never want to see that again, ever again. But a win is a win.
A win is a win. I mean, this is one of those games that Warriors could not find energy. And, you know, both teams depleted coming into this game. No Ja Morant, no Zakidi on the Memphis Grizzlies side. No Steph, no Jimmy Butler on this side for the Warriors. And still trying to find something from somebody. I feel like the best offense for the Warriors tonight was a Moses Moody foul three-point shot. That was the best. They just were struggling to find something. And there in the fourth quarter, after the Memphis Grizzlies played hard the whole game, outworked the Warriors, whether it was getting to the line, to the paint, I thought the fourth quarter was the deciding factor. I mean, 29-15, the Warriors scored 29 points, held the Memphis Grizzlies to 15 points. I mean, they were getting every rebound, running the floor, getting layups. Gui Santos, Uncle Al Horford was big down the stretch. What can you say about this Warriors team right now, Bonte?
The Grizzlies scored 5 minutes over the last 8:23. They commit 8 turnovers, felt like during those 8 minutes, but give the Warriors credit. They took advantage here in the fourth quarter.
No question. And we mentioned at halftime those efficiency numbers had to come down. At halftime, they're shooting 58%. They wound up shooting 50 for the game. So that number came way down. Both teams had a struggle making three-point shots. The Warriors made one more three. But you're right, Bonte. The Warriors, I think, very fortunate. Just a -3 in the turnover department. They were not -12 for a while.
Right.
That last quarter, the Grizzlies turned over like crazy. It just shows you, you know, a lot of teams like to play scattered basketball. And I was saying, why don't someone call a timeout and run a play? I mean, work to the Warriors' advantage, and we'll give them credit for defense. But after scoring 32, 33, and 33 points in 3 quarters, they score 15. Now, I mean, I couldn't keep track of where the ball was going. The challenges, the falling down. But you know what? After losing 3 home games, it does not matter. A win is a win, and they got themselves a W. I think they feel good about it.
Fezzi does.
I mean, 16 turnovers in the second half, Bonte.
I mean, there was a lot. There was a lot going on.
You still win this game?
16 turnovers combined in the fourth quarter.
But don't you think at some point, like let's
call a play.
Little timeout. Let's go to let's run a one quick.
Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies turned into the Memphis Hustle in like 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. It's unbelievable. They're getting any shot they wanted, but that was the 11th win of the season by the Warriors after trailing by double digits. And here's how they did it down in crunch time.
See the possession going awry.
Somebody call a timeout.
Somebody.
But Memphis is learning on the fly here. They're rebuilding, Mullin.
I know, you're right. They're rebuilding. Tonight was what do you call it, a debut, a tryout. It was going well for a while. And then it got sidetracked.
So if they were trying out, Mully, what grade would you give this tryout?
I'm glad I got 16 first-round picks coming in the next 3 years. I know that.
Let's go to KB, the great KB, Karen Burke, who's standing by with Brandin Podziemski.
Well, Pods, the first lead you guys had in the fourth quarter was Al fighting for that rebound and Gui putting it up. What do you think about that play?
Just fight. You know, play before Al got hit in the face. You know, just fought through it and found a way to get the ball in the next possession. And obviously, Gui is all over the place. So just a collective effort on that end.
Al is bleeding from the eye. We can see him doing the interview right there. Hey, you guys overcame a 17-point deficit. The turnovers were a little bit of trouble tonight. But tell me a little bit more about the fight you guys had.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some games you got to win. You got to figure it out, whether it's turnovers, not shooting the ball well. You just got to find a way to sometimes win games. So you're not going to be able to do all the things right all the time. And today was just a testament. We just fought and kept going for 48, and we found a way.
You guys are finding a way. You are depleting right now, and there are some role players who are stepping into bigger roles right now. What kind of vibes do you want to take into the All-Star break?
Just having fun and playing free and playing loose and not having an expectation and just being out there and be able to play free, play through your mistakes, just feeling, confident for each and every guy that's out there, and just letting them be who they are because they made it here for a reason.
Thank you very much.
All right, Brandin Podziemski, 16 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. They're off the bench, played some spirited basketball in the second half. In the third quarter, things weren't going his way. He missed a couple layups in a row, was looking for some foul calls, but settled down there in crunch time, of course. Three ball wasn't falling, Fezzi, but look, these are the type of numbers you'll take from Pods off that Warriors bench.
Yeah, when the team is struggling, I thought he did a good job of just getting to the rim. I mean, the Warriors could not buy a three-pointer there late, and he himself couldn't find a three-pointer, but he was driving, he was doing all the little things. I mean, in the game where the Warriors had 23 turnovers, Paz, the point guard, he had 1. And so he was the guy down the stretch that really took care of the basketball, attacking the paint. One of the reasons why the Warriors outscored the Memphis Grizzlies in the paint, had 60 points in the paint.
We talked pregame about having a better balanced attack, and the Warriors were struggling. Both teams were struggling to make threes, but tonight they win the points in the paint, 60-52, a +8. So they made a nice adjustment. The Grizz had no shot blocking. You mentioned they just throwing the ball into Big Al, try and post up. They were doubling him. He was getting rid of it. But I thought they had a lot of back cuts, moving out the basketball. There was no rim protection. So the Warriors did a really nice job making that adjustment. They took 33 threes. I mean, they could have launched more.
21 in the first half, Willie.
Right, so they really made that adjustment at halftime and just said, we're just going to attack the basket and live with twos. If we knock down a few threes, we'll take them. But I thought it was a good adjustment, being more aggressive getting to the rim.
Last time the Warriors won a game when they committed 23 or more turnovers, back in 2023, back on November 23rd when they played the San Antonio Spurs. So it's been a while. But you brought up Al Horford here, who was big for the Warriors down the stretch again. Down 13 with 8:23 left. Steve Kerr took out Draymond Green. This is shades of the Phoenix game last Thursday when they rallied against Phoenix with a 22-5 run. Draymond Green only played 28 seconds down the stretch in that basketball game where Al Horford was a catalyst for that bench unit here in the fourth quarter. 16, 9, 6. Going to the basket. You're right, Fezzi. He is putting on the ball. He is putting the ball on the floor. Look at this move right here.
Look at my
Take
big
your
fella
time.
right here. Uncle Al turning back the hands of time. Listen, Big Al was big tonight for the Warriors in a game where really wasn't a lot of size on the floor. Al was dominant. I thought, rebounding, scoring the basketball, assists, incredible playmaking from him. He's a guy who does a great job of connecting with the guards, knowing exactly where people are, plays well off of them. They score 60 points in the paint, all right? And we've been talking in the past few games about how the Warriors continue to shoot threes, even when there's no shot blocking in the game. I thought they did a great adjustment, made a great adjustment, started throwing the ball to Uncle Al. It's so good to have a veteran in the midst of chaos right now. We talked about the All-Star break coming up. It's easy to let things slip. The Warriors looked like they were letting it slip, 16 turnovers in the second half. Having a veteran there to just settle things down, make some great plays, be the guy, the voice of reasoning in this crazy room today, that was Uncle Al Horford.
Yeah, you see the efficiency numbers, 7 of 12. And the Grizzlies don't really have many options. Zach Edey's injured. It was basically a 6'6" and under team. So Al was by far the biggest player on the floor. And the adjustment was to give the ball to him in the post, just straight up post him up. If they don't come double, he scored. Then they started doubling him. The ball was moving. They would drive. When he passed out of that double team, they weren't shooting threes. It was swing, drive the basketball, which was a good adjustment, but very different for the Warriors, but was necessary for tonight's game to make that happen, to win the points in the paint.
Warriors down 17 in the second half, and we saw fans leaving the arena early, getting a head start on a Monday night, saying, you know what, might as well get ready for work on a Tuesday morning. But you know what, for the fans who did stay and saw a spirited effort from the Dubs, as well as Gui Santos, who was playing very well as of late. We chronicled his last 6 games with the Golden State Warriors, shooting over 50% from the floor. And tonight again, Steve Kerr is going to hustle with Kristaps Porzingis coming into the lineup after the All-Star break. It's going to be curious to see what Steve Kerr does with this lineup.
Well, I think with Gui Santos, he can play 3 or 4. He's just got a great feel for the game. He can knock down threes. He drives the basketball. He gets on the offensive glass. He makes all the hustle plays. So that's another player that wasn't in the mix a few months ago. Al Horford, I think he could play 4 or 5. And if Porzingis is healthy, he could be your steady diet at the number 5. And post minutes have gone down.
Yep.
But that's another big. So all of a sudden, the Warriors could play a big lineup and really, cause some problems for the opponent.
He is versatile. I just love his versatility. If you want him to go rebound the basketball, he'll do that. He'll fight on the floor. The Memphis Grizzlies thoroughly outworked the Warriors in the first half. I thought Gui's energy, it just translated amongst everybody else. He played the dunker, played from the top of the key, hit a three. He'll drive to the paint. His footwork is great. Just playing well with Al Horford there in the fourth quarter. This is what you ask of Gui, and he brings it every time.
And we mentioned, Bots, at halftime, they're going to have to come up with a teen quarter or a 20-point quarter. They came up with a 15-point quarter and won by 1. So think about it. If they score 20 or 18, this goes the other way.
Defense.
That's what you want to call it.
Self-check.
That's what you want to call it, Fezzy. Defense has scored 5 points over the last 8:23. And there was a lot of down the stretch there. But we're here for Steve Kerr. You think Steve Kerr's happy about the win? He just needs one. We all need one around here on Toyota Warriors Postgame Live. Toyota Warriors Postgame Live is presented by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go.